Alright, so before we start, this is post-editing 0. I just want to say that everything in this video is a joke. This video is a satire skit about Devil May Cry, and everything I say when I talk about lies and stuff, I'm actually just joking. I'm not claiming that anything that I'm saying is true. I'm only joking about it. You'll see why I'm saying this in a bit. Hey guys, what's going on? It's 0, and I'm back with some more DMC slop, some more gruel, if you will. And today I'm going to be talking about a mobile game called Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, and kind of showing you guys a whole rabbit hole in this game that I had no clue about because I physically cannot give less of a fuck about this game. Basically just showing how mismanaged this game was and all of the lies that the people making this game told to everybody, and a lot of scams, a lot of like deception and suspense, and we're gonna be basically going through all of it today. I do want to say thanks to Nero Redgrave. Him and a friend put together a whole Google Drive full of different information and proof, basically just showing all of the crazy shit that went on as far as this game and how crazy the people kind of running this whole operation are. He basically gave me a tour through this whole Google Drive Dropbox folder and kind of showed me all of the different crazy stuff. Hopefully all the things that I show you guys today brings more attention to just how ridiculous this whole situation around this game is, and advises you to not play it and not support this game, and to just completely ignore it and just not even have anything to do with it. So one pattern you're going to notice with the developers of this game and the people in charge of the marketing and everything like that is that they have some type of mental condition where they physically cannot stop lying to people. Like, we're going on dozens and dozens of lies right now, and I'm going to go through all of the ones that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's hundreds more that I'm going to miss here. So the first lie that I was told about that the devs of this game made is they invited some voice actors from Twitter to voice some of the characters for their game and to put together a kind of rough demo video of what their voices would sound like if they actually did voice the characters. And the guy who I talked about earlier, who I'm going to call Nero, voiced Dante in this demo and then submitted this to the Peak of Combat Twitter account, and they actually won the event and were recognized by the account and said that they liked their work and would be inviting them back later to voice the characters in the actual game. The thing that's crazy is this never happened. This was just a complete lie, and Nero, as well as all of the other people who voice acted in this demo video, were never contacted again. It's just like, okay, that's fine, you can just not choose them to voice the characters, that's totally cool, but why lie to them and say that you're going to, and never even send another follow-up saying that you changed your mind?
Hey guys, this is Nero Redgrave. I have my own YouTube channel, but like, you know, if you want to follow me on there, you can also follow me on Twitter if you want to. So they were like, we noticed you're interested in dubbing and we will be inviting you to join our exciting new project very soon. But it never came.
Did they send you like a follow-up saying they weren't?
No follow-up, no follower. That was it.
And later in the Discord, when this was brought up, one of the Discord moderators said that it was just a community building activity. It says inviting you to join. Maybe they thought that if they didn't say that they were inviting them to join the game and voice act for the game for real, then nobody would participate in the contest. Occasionally, Peak of Combat will have giveaways where they'll give random people Amazon gift cards. But nearly all the time, the gift cards are either fake or used. They literally give people used gift cards as rewards for contests. And when people go to the Discord to tell other people about their problem, then they're immediately banned by the mods. And that's if they even announce who wins the giveaway. Sometimes they just will do a giveaway and not even ever pick the winners. One time people made so much of a fuss about this that they basically forced the people running this giveaway to pick winners. So they went through the list of people who applied for the giveaway and picked only the people with some kind of social media presence who have a larger Twitter or YouTube account to actually complain about this problem. And to everyone else, they wrote this: "We sincerely apologize for the delay in announcing the winners. Regrettably, participants in other events were unable to meet the specified conditions, resulting in the absence of any winners for those events. We apologize for any disappointment and appreciate your understanding." So besides the 3 people who have a YouTube channel who got their reward in in-game currency instead of the gift cards they were promised, there were no winners at all because they were unable to meet the specified conditions. That's crazy because the conditions were like the post follow the account and retweet it. Those are the easiest to follow conditions ever, and you can scroll through this post and see hundreds of people who did the conditions. So what the fuck is going on? This game has microtransactions that go up to $1,000. And sometimes when you open the game, it'll give you a special limited time offer. Oh golly, what a discount. It's only $100 over 1,000. And what's crazy is that people pay for these for some reason, and the things that they buy don't even appear in their game, and then when they go to the Discord to complain about it, they get banned. Peak of Combat dropped something called the Content Creators Recruitment Program, where basically they'll use some of the money they made from their $1,000 microtransactions to basically influence YouTubers and sponsor and pay them to make videos about their game. A bunch of people signed up for this, but not one of them was contacted back. I guess they scrapped the project and never told anybody. Apparently the Discord server for Peak of Combat has a lot of moderators that are children, like quite literally 12 and 13-year-olds. And I guess it makes sense. Why pay people to moderate your Discord server with thousands of members when you could just use child labor and you could just make children do it for free in exchange for them feeling important because they're a moderator of a server? Like, what the fuck? And the higher up adults that help manage the PR for this game put so much pressure on these kids that it forced some of them to quit. Like, I'm dead serious. This kid was in charge of doing content creator gathering, content creator rewards, content creator Discord server, localization, Discord managing, and events for free as a child. Now, I don't really have any proof of this, but apparently one of the members would make really inappropriate jokes in the server and in front of the other kids while being an adult. I don't have any proof of this at all. I'm just relaying what was told to me. Apparently, a lot of people in the server and in the community in general wanted this dude banned, but the higher up PR team never banned him. Instead, they banned a 13-year-old kid for saying that a feature in the game is meh. He was banned because he was told to be neutral about the game. Is it meh neutral? Doesn't that mean not good or bad? From what I can understand, there was a glitch in the game having to do with purchasing in-game currency that sometimes would leave players with currency in the negatives. These players got a notice to their accounts that says, "Our system has identified a violation of our refund policy on this account, which includes instances of fraudulent or malicious refunds. Previously refunded items have been debited to your account in the form of virtual currency, equivalent to the value of the refunded order." Which is already pretty fucked up. Imagine spending $100 on something in your game. The thing you paid for doesn't appear in your game, so you ask for a refund, and then they say they're gonna refund it in in-game currency instead of giving the $100 back. And then you don't even get that. It glitches out, and then it shows that you have negative currency. Then you get a notice from the developers of the game because they think you're hacking, and that's why you have negative currency, and then threaten to ban your account. Allegedly, some of the models used in the game aren't actually made by the dev team, but just bought off of marketplaces that sell 3D models for video games. For example, this model called Military Girl, selling for $60, looks suspiciously similar to Lady in the game. And speaking of looking suspiciously similar, a lot of animations in the game look like they're ripped straight from another mobile game called Honkai Impact. Like, look at this. It's identical. What are we doing? A Twitter user and Twitch streamer named Virgil Sunshine put up a tweet that got quote tweeted by the Peak of Combat account. It looks like in the tweet she was asking anybody if they knew of a specific Virgil clip. Then the Peak of Combat account responded and they were like, "Oh, this Virgil clip?" And then showed gameplay of it, basically promoting their game a little bit. What's crazy is that this person had put up tweets talking about basically everything else that I just mentioned, which means that there's a pretty high chance that the Peak of Combat account saw those other tweets if they were keeping up with her tweets frequently enough that they knew that she tweeted this to be able to reply to it. When another YouTuber named Kalina Ann pointed this out, she got blocked and her comment was deleted. It seems like Kalina Ann also was a mod for the server for some time and helped with translating the game into other languages, and apparently was threatened. She hasn't really seemed to have elaborated on this any further, so I don't really know if this is true or not, but it's still really weird. V in this game has a lot of bugs and glitches. For example, not being able to move, and when you can move, not being able to damage enemies. From what I understand, Peak of Combat has a progression system where you go through different stories with the characters. Sometimes people would complete these stories on V and not get any rewards for them. And when people brought this up in the Discord, they were, you guessed it, ignored and banned. Sometimes when people get refunds, they're recharged on the thing they just refunded immediately. And sometimes they're charged for things that they buy twice. And sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times for the same thing that they only actually wanted to buy one time. It seems like if you make a video critiquing Peak of Combat and it gets popular enough, the official Peak of Combat YouTube channel will leave a comment asking for you to delete your video. In this example, a YouTuber named Lunar Gaming made a video about some leaks and upcoming content for DMC Peak of Combat. And Peak of Combat's response was to leave a comment telling him to remove the video and then ban a random guy from their Discord server for leaking this information to Lunar Gaming. Some random guy that doesn't even know this guy just because he was there, I guess.
They banned the wrong guy.
He had no proof that I was the one who leaked it. He just assumed it was me. So they're like, hey, fuck you.
What?
So yeah, that's pretty much it. 16 reasons why Devil May Cry Peak of Combat is one of the most mismanaged games I've ever seen. Special thanks to Maze, Skycube, Trish, Big Boss, Simp, Spiders, and Virgil Sparta for being channel members. If you want to support the channel and get cool emotes to use in live stream chats, get a special role in the Discord server, and be like the coolest guy ever, you can press the join button to get a channel membership starting at only $2.99. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.